saw highs between 50s and 80s. I'll show you the warmest and coldest on your 7-day planner.
Plus, an overnight police chase ends at a rollover crash. One person dead, 2 others injured. I'll break down what led up to the chase in the newsroom.
And the Colorado Rockies face off against the Chicago Cubs in a 13-inning wild card playoff game. The winner faces the Brewers in the playoffs, who walked away with the win.
Very exciting. Amazon giving away hundreds of thousands of workers a raise, but a surprising reaction from some local employees in our area. We'll explain.
Leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News this morning.
Now it's time! The Colorado Rockies have gone on the road and defeated the Cubs to move on to the division series.
Brewers fans are flying the L flag. You might have already been asleep during this, so let's get you up to speed here. The Colorado Rockies defeated the Cubs in Chicago 2-1 after a 13-inning wild card game. That means the Rockies advance to face the Brewers in Game 1 of the NL Divisional Series. That's tomorrow night at Miller Park. And here's a look at the rest of the schedule. The Brewers will also play the Rockies at home on Friday. Then they'll head to Colorado to play Game 3 on Sunday. We'll hear from Big 12 Sports' Stephen Watson a little later to talk about what's next for the Brew Crew. But now that the Cubs are out of the picture, it's on to the Rockies tomorrow for the matchup.
12 News, Hillary Mintz is live at Miller Park, where the team will be practicing a little bit later today. Hillary.
Yeah, and you know, tomorrow afternoon, guys, this parking lot, this stadium here, Miller Park, it will be rocking. Hopefully, we just checked. There's a couple thousand seats available there. We think possibly Cubs fans dumping them, getting rid of them because the Cubs not coming here. The Brewers also suggest getting a parking pass in advance before tomorrow's game. We're live at Miller Park. I'm Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News this morning.
With this being a day game, I feel like a lot of people are going to be playing hooky tomorrow.
That's right. It's history. People will show up. Thank you, Hillary.
All right, we're going to turn now to the weather. Got a bit of a warm-up shaping up today.
It's kind of like we're going from fall to summer suddenly, Sally.
Yeah. And then to fall, and then to summer again. I have 77, 78 for a forecast high again early next week. And today we're on track for highs easily into the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. Our camera at Discovery World, take a look at the flags as they fly on those south breezes. Right now, 61 degrees at the airport. Temperatures will continue to climb during the day. We're still we've got a fair amount of humidity in the atmosphere. We're at 61 over 59, but we will be looking at somewhat drier air trying to come in for us. Showers and storms stay north this morning. They're up and over a warm front. Here in the south, I do think we start to see some clearing, but those clouds won't scour out completely. There'll still be a fair amount of cloudiness around for today, but as this warm front passes, we're going to be looking at temperatures making a nice climb. Now, we're still a little bit overcast this morning. There could be a stray sprinkle. I think by afternoon, we are partly sunny, sort of that mix of sun and clouds, close to around 80 degrees. Rain and storms come this evening with a cold front, and we could see some isolated stronger storms. So I'll show you that potential coming up in just a moment.
All right, can't wait to see the sun. I've been missing it the last few days.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah, thank you. All right, it's 5:34, new from overnight, a deadly rollover crash.
Eden Checkle is in the newsroom. She's working to get more details on this. Eden?
Yeah, that crash happened at 21st and National, and about 30 minutes ago, a crew arrived to the scene to tow the car involved in that crash. Now, officers say it all started at around 11:15 last night when they got a call about a reckless driver near 12th and Burnham. When police tried to pull the driver over, he did not listen to their commands. Instead, he sped away.
Upon our arrival, we found 3 patients involved in the car that was damaged. We had 2 patients that we transported to Froedtert Hospital, and the 3rd patient that we called on scene as having passed away from their injuries.
So officers say the driver lost control about 15 minutes later. He ended up hitting parked cars on 21st Street, and the 3 people in that car were stuck in there for a little bit. Now, the driver, a 19-year-old man, died in that crash, and then his 2 passengers, a 20-year-old man and a 22-year-old woman, were sent to the hospital to be treated.
All right, any word on how that man and woman are doing this morning, Eden?
Well, they're being treated for serious injuries. At this point, we don't know what kind of medical attention that they are receiving. Investigators haven't released that information information. They just say that they are being treated for serious injuries. So, again, one person dead, 2 others injured. We'll stay on top of this, and we'll have an update for you guys in a little bit.
All right, Eden Chucko reporting live in our newsroom this morning. Eden, thank you.
Developing this morning, police found 2 men dead inside a Waukesha home at University Drive in Albany Court.
Yeah, Waukesha police say they responded to this neighborhood for a welfare check. When officers went into the house, they found the 2 men dead. They've not said yet how they died, but say those deaths are suspicious. Now, police say they're not usually called to this neighborhood for investigations like this. A neighbor 12 News spoke with called it a sad scene.
You got your everyday kind of little crimes and stuff like that, but you know, you don't expect death, and there's a lot of death in the big cities and around. You just don't want that kind of stuff coming to your neighborhood.
Police have not released the names of the 2 men who died, but they did have a truck taped off that they believe belongs to one of the men.
12 News Time 536. Amazon raised outrage. The online retailer announced it will raise its minimum wage to $15 an hour. But some employees say they're upset about it. 12 News' Caroline Reinwald explains why they are not excited about getting a raise in Kenosha.
Employees here tell me they're losing key work benefits and work incentives. I have a long statement. We'll have that full statement posted online at WISN.com. I'll read you a little part, though. They said the net effect of this change and the new higher cash compensation is significantly more total compensation for employees without any vesting requirements. Again, that full statement will be online. Reporting in Kenosha, Caroline Reinwald, WISN 12 News.
Thank you for that report, Caroline. A West Dallas mother will not serve time in prison for leaving her 3-year-old in a hot car. A judge sentenced Jessica Jorgensen to 1-year probation. According to the criminal complaint, Jorgensen told officers she left the toddler in the car while she went fishing at a park in Franklin in June. Police found several empty alcohol bottles in the car and the little girl drenched in sweat.
My daughter is my world, and it's my duty in this life that I'm living to make sure that she has the best life that she can possibly live. I assure you that moving forward, that's exactly what I will do with every decision that I make.
Police say the temperature was 81 degrees and there was an excessive heat warning.
Well, the principal at Waukesha South High School is charged with child neglect. According to a criminal complaint, Ryan Galante told a social worker his 5-week-old daughter slipped from his grasp, so he grabbed her leg to keep her from falling. Well, the baby's leg broke in the process. Prosecutors say Galante was drinking when this happened on Christmas Eve of last year. The complaint says Galante's wife told deputies her husband was seeing a counselor for a binge drinking problem. 12 News' Terry Sater spoke with a South senior student and got reaction about the charges.
For me, it was surprising to find out about it because he was the least one that I would have expected.
Galante is on administrative leave. 12 News Time 540. And looking ahead this morning, the Milwaukee Bucks are playing their first game at Fiserv Forum.
Finally, Chris Swain will join us live with a preview of the game in the Bucks News.
Morning, we're talking about this right now on Facebook Live, but the Milwaukee Bucks will reach another milestone.
That's right. It's the first game at the new arena with the Bucks going against the Chicago Bulls in their preseason opener tonight. Chris Swain is at Fiserv Forum. Chris, a lot of people excited about this. Plus, it just ups the ante that we're playing the Bulls.
Oh, yeah, no, it's nice to see Chicago come up here. It'll be a good game for preseason. I've been warming up with some of the rim rockers here. Matt is going to teach me how to spin a ball on my finger. I'm sure I'll only mess it up. For him, Chris Swain, WISN 12 News.
Was that planned?
I know. We got to make sure you get a redo. You need a
No. He was no. That was a truthful shot.
If that's the case, I'm playing horse with you later then.
Unfair advantage there.
Chris, thank you.
See you soon. Well, coming up, severe weather strikes the Northwest and the Southeast.
Yeah, we got to see this intense flooding video that we got into our newsroom. This is just some of the remnants of a tropical depression, Rosa, that's striking the area. And we want to check in with Matt Slummy.
Yep, Choppers Park this morning, 700-foot cloud deck. We had a pair of overnight closures. One was about here at Silver Spring and 43 between Good Hope and Silver Spring, and the other was in the Hale interchange in both directions. Everything's been picked up, and we're off and running, and outside, things look pretty good on the freeway system. If you're getting ready to head out the door, no complaints out there right now. I'll keep an eye on it. Stay with us right here on WISN 12 News this morning.
WISN 12 News at 10, leading the way with important local coverage.
Early this morning, keeping an eye on temperatures that are showing up in the 60s across our area. Already a south breeze, and you can see Old Glory in the bottom of your screen on those south breezes. Clouds are trying to move out a little bit. Currently at 61 degrees at Mitchell. Our winds are south at 13. Your forecast for today. Clouds around earlier, becoming partly sunny and breezy this afternoon. Temperatures near 80 degrees, and I do expect a chance for storms tonight. A few could be on the strong side, so we're going to take a look at those chances. But I think the roughest of the weather, Adrian and Sheldon, is going to line up a little bit north of Green Bay.
All right, hopefully it doesn't come too far south. Sally, thank you. Now we want to turn our attention to some storms and severe weather that's pounding many states.
It's bringing significant damage, including historic floods even in some spots. 12 News' Eden Shekel is joining us now in the studio. So, Eden, where exactly is this happening?
Yeah, let's start in the Northwest. A tornado plowed into a Pennsylvania nursing home. This is incredible video here. The National Weather Service says it was an EF2 with winds estimated at well over 100 miles per hour. Now, thankfully, nobody was injured. Cleanup is also underway in parts of Connecticut. Severe weather toppled a bunch of big trees in New Canaan. A storm system brought heavy winds and torrential rains to much of that area.
16 years I've been an employee at Rolling Fields. I've never seen something like this, but I think everyone's doing great for getting our elders out and safe.
Again, no serious injuries reported from this weather in the Northwest.
All right, and this is not the only major weather story causing problems in the country.
Certainly isn't. The remnants of Tropical Depression Rosa brought buckets of rain to the Southwest. Major flooding is reported in Phoenix, where first responders had to rescue a woman from a vehicle stranded in high waters. Crews also saved a man stranded in Scottsdale, and now millions from Phoenix to Salt Lake City are at risk of flooding from Rosa.
Wow, just incredible images coming into our newsroom in a very serious situation that's developing out west. Eden, thank you.
And I know we have rain on and off, but really nothing compared to that.
No, not at all.
No, not quite, but we do have rain off and on in the forecast through at least Monday. And so between now and then, I think there's a better part of a 2 to maybe 4-inch rainfall over a period of days. Now, how about this? We have pretty much 2 seasons in 2 days. Today, summary, I do expect a few storms for tonight. It does look like the stronger storms will line up a little bit north of Green Bay. And then on Thursday, we go right back to fall, breezy and cooler with a high of 59 degrees, better part of 20 degrees cooler. I do expect some sun today and some sun tomorrow, so enjoy. I think you could probably mow tomorrow as well. Now, early this morning, still some low cloudiness around, but drier air trying to come in for us. I do think the clouds are going to be a bit stubborn this morning. Now, the warm front will make its way through southern Wisconsin late morning, early afternoon, and with it, we will see our winds begin to pick up. This is a look at our risk for severe weather for today, and especially for this afternoon and early this evening. You can see where we have this in brown. That is the enhanced risk for severe weather, just to the north and a little to the west of Green Bay. The cool front comes through, maximum heating, and at a good time of day for the development of showers and storms. Now, there is a slight risk for severe weather, and it does include parts of Sheboygan, Fond du Lac, and Dodge County. I think the storms are going to lose a lot of steam by the time they get here, but still some damaging gusty winds and locally heavy rainfall are possible for us every bit of after 8, 9 o'clock. So here we are at 4:30, and you can see those storms just to the north of Green Bay in the rough area. Here in the south, we're peaking a little sun, gusty south winds. But then by about 9 o'clock, a few spotty storms come through. Again, after sunset, a lot of this loses a lot of its support. Now then, north winds for tomorrow. It'll be nice to see at least a little sunshine tomorrow before clouds come back, and I put big time wet in the forecast for your Friday. Today, 80 degrees, 59 tomorrow, 64 on Friday. Alerting Friday because of pretty much a light rain off and on all day long. Showers and storms for tonight. A couple could be on the strong side, but again, I think this is coming through a little too late for us to look at an outbreak of severe weather. It looks great for baseball.
Okay, good.
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Miller Park. This town's going to be, we're going to hear them from there.
That's right.
I know, yeah.
It'll bring us some luck.
Yes.
Fingers crossed, yeah. All right, now to morning sports. It only took 13 innings last night, but the stage is set. The Brewers will play the Colorado Rockies at home in Milwaukee tomorrow. Big 12 Sports' Stephen Watson breaks down what's next for the Brew Crew.
Good morning, everyone. The matchup is set, and all attention turns to Miller Park on Thursday. Later today, Craig Counsell will have to trim his roster down to 25. There is no secret Counsell will go heavy in his bullpen. The relievers went 13-0 with a 1.72 ERA over the final 26 games of the season. Corey Knebel is a big reason why. He was demoted to AAA in August, called up the first week of September, and is not allowed a run in all 16 appearances since returning to the big leagues.
Counsell, I mean, he knows what I want to do, and I just want to get in there and throw him. That's why he's going to throw me in any situation at any time, and I'm ready to go. And for them to give me my chance and get me back up, it was I was honored. I felt good about it. And so, I mean, I'm on a mission. We're all on a mission. We got one goal in mind, and that's to win it all.
The Bucs open preseason play tonight against the Bulls at Fiserv Forum. Usually the focus in preseason is within your own team, but it may prove to be the first of many revenge games for Jabari Parker against the Bucs. The players are still getting used to seeing him in red and black.
For sure, man. It's definitely going to be weird. I mean, he was with us for 3-4 years. I can't remember exactly, but I'm happy for him. I mean, I guess he wasn't happy here. Wanted to move on to a better situation that he felt was right for himself and his family. So can't do nothing but be happy for him. Hope that works out for him. Just hope, it doesn't come to bite us in the butt against him scoring however much or him winning ball games against us.
Tip-off is tonight at 7. That's it for sports. Have a great day.
Looking forward to that first game in the new arena.
Yeah, a lot going on this week.
Coming up in our next half hour, 4 men charged after last year's deadly race riot in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Yeah, the hate group authorities say they are part of.
Plus, the Chicago police officer who shot a teen 16 times took the stand in his own trial. What he told jurors he was worried about before he fired those shots. We'll be right back. WISN 12 News Time is 5:58. Right now, let's get a check of today's top stories.
Yeah, there is an urgent manhunt for one of Tennessee's most wanted. 53-year-old Kirby Wallace has been on the run for more than a week now. He is accused of killing 2 people during a violent crime spree. Authorities say that he is heavily armed and dangerous. We now know that 1,400 people have died from an earthquake and tsunami in Indonesia. The magnitude 7.5 earthquake and tsunami generated and devastated that region. Well, North Korea could have as many as 60 nuclear weapons. That's according to South Korean officials who say Kim Jong-un may also be operating a secret facility. This comes as Secretary of State Mike Pompeo heads to Pyongyang Sunday for denuclearization talks.
And you can expect a text message from President Trump this afternoon. It's the first nationwide test for a wireless phone emergency alert. Every cell phone will get a test message at exactly 1:18 p.m. Central, and you cannot opt out.
Leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News this morning.
On this Wednesday morning, a live look of Fiserv Forum coming up in just a few minutes. Chris Swaim is live with the details on tonight's preseason opener. It's the Bucs against the Bulls and the first game at the new arena.
It is, and a good night to possibly be inside to watch a game because rain's on the way for the evening.
And especially during the evening, that would be our best shot at rain and a few storms that would head our way this evening and a little bit into the overnight. Now, we're dry this morning. There are a few clouds around, and currently temperatures are showing up 60 or better across most of southern Wisconsin. We find the airport in at 61 degrees at this hour. Here's a quick peek at Waukesha, where it's 57. Showers and storms, a few well to our north, up and over that warm front. Now, the warm front's our game player for today. It'll bring us rain and a few storms with a cool front tonight. But this morning, what we're talking about is gradual clearing. I expect a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky for today. Breezy and warm with highs near 80 degrees. Now, if the clouds are a little more stubborn, we'll be just a touch cooler. We will keep an eye on a cool front for tonight, and it'll likely trigger rain and a few storms during the evening hours. I'm thinking after 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And then for tomorrow, we get back to fall with the sun-cloud mix. It'll be breezy with highs in the upper 50s.
All right, Sally, thank you so much. We appreciate that. New this morning, a traffic stop led to a deadly rollover crash on Milwaukee's south side.
Eden Chekel is live in the newsroom for us. Eden, I know you're trying to get new information on this.
Yeah, so what we know right now is that one person is dead. 2 other passengers are seriously hurt after a violent crash happened here at 21st and National. First responders have spent the night there. They are still there investigating, gathering evidence. Now, officers first responded to a call about a reckless driver near 12th and Burnham around 11:15 last night. And when they tried to pull the car over, the driver sped away. Officers say the driver lost control about 15 minutes later and ended up hitting parked cars on 21st Street. Now, fire officials say this crash pinned the 3 people in the car. The driver was a 19-year-old man. He died at the scene, even though first responders tried to save him. And then a 20-year-old man and a 22-year-old woman were sent to the hospital. They are still there this morning, guys.
All right, Eden, any word on how those passengers who were riding in the car, how they're doing this morning?
So police say that they are seriously injured. They have not told us what kind of medical attention they're receiving, but I did reach out to Milwaukee police. I asked them why this man was driving recklessly. I asked if alcohol played a factor. I still have not heard back yet, so when I hear back from them, I'll be sure to let you guys know as well.
All right, Eden Chekel live in our newsroom working to get new developments on the story from overnight. Eden, thank you.
Now it's time! The Colorado Rockies have gone on the road and defeated the Cubs to move on to the division series.
Fly the L flag, Brewers fans. The Colorado Rockies beat the Cubs in Chicago 2-1 after a 13-inning wild card game. So that means the Rockies advance to face the Brewers in Game 1 of the NL Division Series tomorrow night in Miller Park. And you might have been asleep during this.
Oh, I totally was. I got up this morning, saw the breaking news alert. It was incredible to see that. But here's the rest of the schedule. The Brewers will also play the Rockies at home on Friday, and they will head to Colorado to play Game 3 on Sunday. 12 News Hillary Mintz is live at Miller Park this morning, and there's a lot going on.
That's right, Hillary. It's a very exciting time for the Brew Crew. They're making history.
Yes, they are. First time in 7 years we're back in the playoffs. And this morning here, we have locked down the perfect tailgating spot. All we need is a grill, maybe some brats. Plenty of time for that. But inside here, Miller Park, they are getting this place ready for what's expected to be perhaps the loudest game from the fans that we've seen this season. Let's show you what crews were doing yesterday down on the field. They were painting that NLDS logo. They haven't been able to do that in so long. But there it was. Crews were also cutting the grass, making sure it's got a nice, freshly cut there for them to be out on the field. And this afternoon, the Brew Crew will be doing a workout here and just kind of making sure everything's ready to go before that first pitch, 4:07 Thursday. So, guys, it's going to be pretty rocking here. And I think it's fair to say definitely the hottest ticket in town.
Well, we know it's sold out. No surprise there. So what can people do so they don't miss out on this big game?
Right, so we've been doing some digging online. Yeah, you won't be able to buy tickets from the Brewers, but third-party sites are going to be your best bet. We've seen some standing room tickets just under $100. We've checked sites like StubHub and Vivid Seats. And so if you want to sit in the upper deck, maybe the 400 level, you'll have to pay a little bit over $100. So we'll see if any of that changes from now till game time. Also, if you can't make it, if you don't want to spend the money, there's another way to catch the game with a bunch of fans. Turner Hall Ballroom across from the Bradley Center will be hosting the official Brewers watch party. Doors open up there an hour before game time, so 3 p.m. And so that's going to be a very exciting place to be as well. Their grand reopening at Turner Hall is today. We're live at Miller Park. I'm Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News this morning.
Lots of unofficial watch parties happening, too.
I was just going to say plenty of options to make sure that we can all watch the game. Hillary, thank you. Well, one Cubs fan is writing an apology letter. Nathan Marzione is a Marquette freshman who is from Wisconsin and loves the Cubs. Well, back in May, he tweeted that he would write a 1,000-word apology letter to admit the Brewers are better if they beat the Cubs. Well, after Milwaukee won the division on Monday, Marzione is owning up to it and will send out that letter in a Google document.
Do you think it's a rivalry now?
I mean, I hate to say it, but yes, it is. I'm sorry, Cole Hamels, but it's definitely a rivalry. The fans really get into it, and you know, you can just tell by the games and the intensity of them that it's definitely a rivalry.
I'd say it's been a rivalry for a while. He admits that he didn't think the Brewers were going to be very good, but now he says that he respects them. Can't believe that, and he's from Wisconsin.
Be careful what you tweet. It always comes back to haunt you.
It sure does. It sure does. All right, the other big sports story this morning, the Bucks, they are getting ready for what's shaping up to be an exciting day.
That's right, because it's the first game at the new arena. Finally, the Bucks will play the Chicago Bulls in their preseason opener tonight. Chris Swaim is joining us live at Fiserv Forum. Chris, you have a friend lurking in the background there.
Yeah, Bengal's always just out of reach, it seems like. Guys, yeah, it's a big game. Jabari Parker's coming back for the Bulls. And in the new arena, we're going to have a little bit of fun here with some of the Rim Rockers. Go ahead, Ryan. It's a visual representation of trying to get over the Wednesday hump. Oh, God. Beautiful, man. Nice shot. I'll get you over here for an interview. What's it like performing in the new arena? I mean, you got a little bit of some new toys to play with, but it's probably still a similar feel, right?
Yeah, similar feel, but we're here in new arena. It's super exciting to be here, you know, and the guys are just, you know, we've been practicing and getting ready for tonight, and we are...
You're looking forward to in Fiserv Forum versus the old arena?
I think just the new atmosphere, the feel, and definitely, you know, we got some new light systems.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're definitely excited about that.
Awesome. Lots of new toys to work with here, guys. I'm just glad that all worked out. Reporting live from Fiserv Forum, Chris Swaim, WISN 12 News.
Whoa, what in the world was that?
You got the Rim Rockers. You got all the other entertainment that happens between timeouts and halftime. Looking forward to it all, Chris. Thank you.
I want to see Chris doing a flip.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a good one. I want to see Chris doing a flip coming up in this next hit. Thank you. Now we want to get a check of traffic. Matt Slummy is joining us in the studio because low clouds mean the chopper's on the ground.
Yep, another morning with those low clouds and the chopper staying in the hangar. If you're getting ready to head out, we do have a crash reported. It is on 43, and it is in the northbound lanes. Let's back it up here. There we go. And it is northbound, and it's just before Capitol Drive at the Keefe Atkinson exit. And check out that delay. Already back into the North Avenue curve. So they've got 2 lanes blocked there. I'll keep an eye on it and let you know as soon as they get this opened up.
Okay, we'll check back with you soon. Thank you. President Trump went on the attack in his latest rally.
What neighborhood was it in? I don't know. Where's the house? I don't know. Upstairs, downstairs, where was it? I don't know.
Well, the president slammed the woman who has accused Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. We'll have a closer look from that rally ahead on WISN 12 News this morning.
Plus, several people arrested in a celebrity burglary sting. What Los Angeles police officers recovered.